Imagine a time in the cold, distant past when the Soviet Union was a massive and powerful country, covering much of Eastern Europe and Northern Asia. It was a land of secrets, where the government was always on the lookout for anything that could threaten its power. The Kremlin, with its strikingly beautiful architecture, the most iconic symbol of Russian power and politics, its pure, simple, and beautifully proportioned lines and elegant arches crowned by the 5 golden domes. Now picture a shadowy organisation known as the KGB, the Committee for State Security. If you lived in the Soviet Union, you wouldn't see them coming, but you might feel their presence. Their job? To protect the state from internal and external threats. The KGB was a giant web, stretching out across the country, keeping an eye on everyone from foreign spies to ordinary citizens who spoke out against the government. Created in 1954, the KGB was born from the ashes of previous secret police agencies that had worked for the Soviet leadership. They were part of a huge system that worked behind the scenes, gathering intelligence, spying on other countries, and stopping anyone who might be considered a threat. This included people who didn't follow the official government line, those who practiced religions the government didn't like, or anyone who might want more freedom. The KGB wasn't just some group of spies hidden in the shadows. They had power, and they operated like a military force. They were everywhere, protecting the Soviet leaders, guarding the country's borders, and keeping track of citizens. And because they were so secretive, many people lived in fear, not knowing who they could trust. For nearly 40 years, the KGB was the ultimate authority on matters of security in the Soviet Union. But when the USSR started to fall apart in 1991, so did the KGB. The agency was officially dissolved, but its legacy lived on in new organizations. Despite its end, the name KGB still lives on in the minds of those who remembered the cold, secretive days of the Soviet Union. And lamentably, the past would come back to haunt those who actively challenged the political system. This is the story of Alexander Litvinenko.